welcome back to another episode here on The Richter Show. And today we are at Point Park here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's gonna be a very historical place. I'm gonna show you everywhere around, and I'm already seeing a very beautiful view, which I'm gonna show you in a couple of minutes. So let me show you how to get in. That's the place where you pay, and let's get right into it. So I wanted to show where to park, which you can do it right next to it. I was able to park here, and there is actually more parking on that side and all along here. Now I am here during the winter, so there's not that many tourists at this point. So here we are at Point Park here in the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park. You pay right there, and then you can go inside. Here's the National Park Service, which is right in front of the Point Park. And if you need to go to the restrooms, they do have restrooms here in case if you were curious. And it's right down through that way. Got the American flag flown halfway. So let's get into it. So these are the prices. Per person, $10. Annual pass. Point Park. You got some explanations as soon as you walk in. The battles for Chattanooga, 1863. Now we're already inside. Right now we're gonna head to some cannons, which happens to be a very popular thing here in the Chattanooga area. Once again, if you don't know anything about this place or you want more explanations, there are a lot of these all around where you can read up on them and catch up on the history about this area. And let's go right to the cannons. Now these cannons, what's also pretty cool about it is that you can actually touch them. It's pretty awesome to see these nice cool piece of artwork and something that they used to battle with back in the days. There's another one right here. So I'm going to show you something really cool. Look at that. It is winter time, so it does look a little gloomy, a little dead, but it's still pretty awesome to see. That right there is actually the Tennessee River, and that's more towards downtown in that area. So let's look around it. It is a small city, but it has a lot of history, and it is a city that I can tell that is slowly growing. One of the things that's pretty cool about this place is that it's open year-round. You can come here whenever you want. It is towards the winter time, like I've already mentioned, and that's why a lot of the trees are dead. It's not that green, but it's still cool. It's still a nice walk that you can have here, and it's a historical place. So it's one of those areas that if you come to this city, you don't want to miss out on. So I'm gonna head right now towards another monument that they have here, and let's check it out together, which is right here. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to film the whole thing because I just don't have the angle of it. So there you go, you can kind of see it right there. All right, so let's go to it. So let's go over here and check these plates out and read up a little bit more on it. There's all around them. So there's one here as an example. So there's a lot of information that you can gather from this. And you can actually go up the stairs, and there's even more information up here as well, which is pretty cool. You can actually come up all the way up here and read up on it and see the tributes that they have and read up on names, and this is really amazing to see. A lot of these monuments are really cool. So I'm not gonna read everything because it's just too much to write on camera right now. So I'll let you come over and take a look at it. So I think this is probably one of my favorite spots to actually have a overview of the entire city. And I think it's in this spot right here, which is going to be between two canyons. And I'm going to show you how it looks like, at least from this angle, which is similar to another one that I just showed you a few minutes ago. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see. That is just truly epic. Now, you might not see it very well on camera, but there's actually a power plant all the way back there. That's towards Harrison. And you got some more canyons actually next to you. You got one here, another one here, and it's actually a great spot to take a picture with the city of Chattanooga, Tennessee. These are just awesome, really. I mean, I can't get enough of looking at these. They're pretty cool. So right now, let's see if we can go to the Ochs Museum. That's the sign for it. And we're gonna go down this pretty neat path, which is very outdoorsy. So if you're a very outdoors person, this is a place that you will enjoy. Even along the walkway, you can still see more of these placards everywhere. And it is a pretty cool rock formation, which you can enjoy. And here's a look at the other side of the mountain, actually. So this isn't really technically Chattanooga, but it's next to it. It's a smaller town, really. That's the highway over there. But we are going to continue our path to the museum. The fun part is going downhill. The difficult part will be when you have to go uphill. Now, it's not really to scare anybody off on this part that I'm about to tell you, but be aware of your surroundings when you're here in Tennessee, because especially during the summertime, you will probably encounter snakes or sea snakes. Copperheads are very popular in this area. I would just keep an eye out just in case. Look where you're going. Don't be too distracted, because I have seen them here before. But as long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you, but you also don't want to accidentally step on them. So this is the entrance to the museum, and you're gonna have a spectacular view from here. Yeah. Once again, it is winter time. If not, things would be much greener, but it's cool to see that you can also pinpoint where the actual areas are, the locations, and a lot of information that you can look up on and educate yourself here in the United States of America. See the Tennessee River, which I had showed you. So here you have actually better view of the actual Tennessee River, how it actually loops around. This is the outside of the museum, so I will show you the inside as well. It's a small museum, but it's still pretty cool. Here's the Battle of Missionary Ridge. Here's another entryway or exit way, whichever. And you can just chill here if you want. Really, there's some benches and just sit down, relax, and enjoy the view. So this is where the actual museum is. So this is inside the museum. It is small, but it does have a lot of information and a lot of photography inside. Look at the awesome camera that they used to use. And here, some relics. Yeah. Small museum, but still worth looking at. There you have it, just a little bit of the museum inside here. Like like I said, it's quite small, but it has a lot of information, so it's really cool to get educated on that. So it is getting kind of sunny, so I'll put these back on. And let me show you that this also has a lot of trails, which you can also use for hiking. I'm not going to show you all the trails, but I will make another video showing one of the trails and this area called Craven's House, but that will be for another video, like I said. So let me turn this around so you can see it. Lookout Mountain Trails. So we are here, and this is what I was actually talking about. So one day I'm going to show you one of these trails and show you some awesome views as well. So let's walk a little bit this way to show you the other side of the mountain and a little bit of the trail. So it's awesome to enjoy nature while you're out here. Here's some signs of where you can go and how far is it. So I'll probably do a couple of these. Sunset Rock is actually a pretty cool one too, so I might show you that one as well in another video. So check out this place. There's a lot of great spots here where you can take some really cool pictures, and you can make some really cool videos too. Some awesome memories. And there's the little museum that we were just inside. This is actually a very easy and fairly trail for anybody to come to. More cannons, which is really cool. I can't get enough of looking at these to know that long ago these were the weapons of choice during the Civil War. But getting back to the trail here, it's not difficult. It is paved. This area is kind of used with asphalt, but up there it's more paved. So if you want something a little more hardcore, there's a lot of trails going all the way down the mountain, basically more towards the top of it. And I'm going to show you some more views. I'm going to angle the camera a little bit like this, so that way you can see a little bit more of it. And it's cool to come here during different seasons, so that way you can see how things change with the winter, the summer, the spring, the autumn. It's a nice view right there. Pretty cool. So let's go back up the stairs, and when I get back to the park itself, the place where almost all tourists come to. And that's one of the things that I like about this place too, is that it's nice and quiet. There's not a lot of noise, there's not a lot of people. Of course, the time of the year does help, but in general, since I've been here a little before, it's always nice and quiet. So you get to have a nice stroll for yourself. And if you get tired, there's a lot of benches all around, so that way you can take a little breather, you take a little rest, or simply, like I'm gonna do now, just sit down and enjoy the view. Well, obviously, it would be the other way around, but it's nice. There's some old homes over there, which is also neat to look at. There is a train that passes through here, and probably the camera audio is getting it, but that will be actually another video that I'll do showing the train here in Tennessee. So here are the older homes here, which I'm not entirely sure if they're using them or not. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe for the park rangers or so, but they're here though. And as of right now, I will be reaching the end of this tour, which I'll exit over there. And that's all for here. Parking lot is over here, like I showed you. On the other side, there's more parking lot in that area. And if you drive around, you can see more parking lots as well. So when you exit, if you want, you can walk down the street and you can reach the incline, which I will show you on another video as well. Right now, as of time of this recording, they're doing some temporary repairs, but there's like little gift shops, let's put it that way, that you can go to. The battles of Chattanooga area information. You can buy some souvenirs here, which is pretty cool too. Take them back home or just help out here. Some American flags, and like I kept saying, cannons, lots and lots of cannons. So make sure you get your cannon pictures. See, even on the outside they have cool information. And these are actual homes where people actually live in, which is interesting. And you might see that, well, at least over here you can see that it says resident parking only. So be aware of that when you come here and you don't park where people actually live, and be very respectful. It's an area that you can chill. If you like videos like these, don't forget to like and subscribe here only on The Richter Show. See you on the next park review.
Shout out to the host of the Richter. This the Richter Show. The Richter Show.